Hello, monsters abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires, part 2 of my Mazdamundi campaign. We need to finish off the Skaven forces to capture the Fallen Gate. Apparently we're going to have to fight it because the auto-resolve was not in my favour, despite the fact that obviously we've got a crap load of Saurus, and Mazdamundi can rack up about 1,000 Skaven kills in one battle. Temple Guard getting stuck in. Those clan rats are going to get absolutely torn to shreds. There goes Cricket. Saurus warriors mowing down more. The Skaven are a little bit timid. They don't want to start fighting. They're hanging back. Cowards. I need them to group up so I can crush them. The burning head. And over here we have the Croxigore and Skinks, I believe, somewhere moving into support. There's Skinks around here? Where have they gone? Oh, there they are. Skinks moving through the forest, coming to support. Going to help the Croxigore, their bigger cousins. You can see some of our Saurus have gone out of control. You know what? I don't actually mind them going out of control. It means I've got less to do. I'm inherently a lazy person, so having my Saurus go absolutely off their tits and start biting everything within range it just makes life easier for me. The Bastiliodon is just mowing its way through clan rats up to 9 kills. Doesn't really kill very many, but does disrupt their formation. These Saurus haven't gone out of control, so they're taking some fire. See, if they were out of control, they'd be doing something right now. Inherently lazy. As I said during my Queek campaign, the problem with Skaven vs Lizardmen is that when Saurus are going to break, they just go out of control and then they kill you harder. Which, you know, obviously in this case, this works for me quite well. So although the Skaven are fleeing off in every direction, we are hunting them down. Temple Guard and Saurus. Don't they look good? They just look so good. Just such a good looking unit. Mazdamundi dropping some magic on someone's head. I think he missed. It's fine, he's got plenty of magic to go around. And the Skaven now fleeing the field. The Fallen Gate is ours. Easy peasy. We've rooted out the Skaven from the Fallen Gate. We lost 34 doing it, and we, you know, killed everyone. And we're just going to occupy. So we've got our second settlement. They still do have an army, but it's Balefitch the Mad, and he's only got, what, just over 100 rats with him. So don't think he's got much of a chance. Level with you. Okay. I do want Great Ruination. That would be good. I'm thinking, I mean, upkeep reduction is always very powerful. So I don't know, how is our public order actually? It's not going to be good, so maybe something to buff that up. As weird as it sounds, having public order can help, because often your starting legendary lord is going to be the tip of the spear. He's always going to be the one, or she is always going to be the one, not in the Lizardman's case obviously, he's always going to be the one capturing the sort of new settlements. Most of the time, obviously in my Malekith campaign, Malekith went on holiday to Kislev, but that's not the point. Mazdamundi is probably going to be the tip of the spear, and so having some increase in public order can help stabilise provinces we capture quicker. On the other hand, I mean, recruitment cost reduction would be quite nice, because some of, I mean, I have noticed Steel Faith Overhaul does, I think it increases the cost of units. See, 1,000 for Saurus Warriors is quite expensive, so, you know, knocking that down a little bit, it doesn't help, but the experience gain does help, so... On the other hand, campaign movement range is always good, so let's get... I mean, we could get Harrowing Scrutiny, though. Just have replenishment. Ooh, I mean, there's some nice... Oh, the Focus of Masteries. Look at that. Banishment. Okay, let's get Unfathomable Presence and Reserves of Eldritch Energy. Let's grab those two. And money-wise, I'm fairly happy. And we could... And we do have the... Okay, well let's... What's the special building here? Plateau of the Fallen Gates. Within the Great Plateau of the Ancient Constructs is the Stellar Engine, the secrets of its construction jealously guarded. That's going to give us upkeep reduction for Temple Guard, which is very nice, and hero recruitment rank +1 for Cyrus Scar Veterans and Skink Priests, and gives us a little bit of a garrison as well. So that's going to be... that would be good to have. No, I don't want to knock you down. Don't want to knock you down. I think I will... I'll probably knock this down, but maybe not right away. So let's get the gold mine. On discovering a substantial seam of gold, a small mine gets larger and needs fortifying against other treasure seekers. That's going to increase our income. Not an awful lot, though. It's going to give us some golden idols and recruitment cost reduction. And recruitment rank. So let's grab that. We are going to have to kill Balefitch, but it's not urgent. It's not urgent. What I would like, though, is some skink skirmishers, I think. But we can't afford that. To be honest, money is a bit of a problem at the moment, so we're probably not going to have much of an additional force.
I'm losing interest in this already.
Okay, well that's fine. Are you at war with Marathi? Yes.
Should I kill you?
I wouldn't try, love. I wouldn't try. Just chill, all right? You worry about Marathi. I'll worry about lizard man things. So I presume that Balefitch is going to lay siege to us. That is going to stop a turn of replenishment, but there's nothing we can really do about it. Ah, we've met the Cult of Pleasure. Well, isn't it a pleasure? Now, obviously, we will have to worry about Marathi fairly soon, but I'm hoping she'll be busy with these guys. Was it Sildrator? Yes, they... Oh, he's going to attack. Okay, that's actually better, because it means we can kill him. And we'll also get the replenishment, which is good. We also got a little rank. Mazdamundi and Cricket. And, ooh, Sunburst Standard of Hexotl. It was Chotek, Lord of the Sun, who ignited the closest star and warmed the world. Also claims an ancient plaque discovered by Lord Mazdamundi. However, the plaque was found incomplete. Fragments of text remain lost. As with any old one, Chotek's legacy is an important part of the Great Plan, and so should be reclaimed if possible. Mazdamundi orders cohorts of skinks to begin raids of the local area to hunt for lost parts of the plaque. If riches can be secured to fund the search, then all the better. So we need to research a tech, which we're currently doing already, so good stuff there. We've destroyed Clan Nor, and we've got Skaven lairs. Great. Skaven are numerous and nearly everywhere. Their massive underground empire stretches from the plains of the east to the lush jungles of the west, from the southlands to the ice-capped mountains of the north. Only Ulthuan, protected by powerful magic, is safe from their tunnels. Many cities have a sizable Skaven population in their underbelly. There the Skaven live their rapid and violent lives, always scheming for world domination. So some cities have a Skaven problem. So we can see here events is increasing Skaven corruption up to 33%, which isn't particularly great. It's not much we can do about it at the moment. So just going to have to suck it up, I think. And I would... Yeah, we don't really have enough money. Well, okay. Okay, Mazdamundi. Mazdamundi. We are going to get... Well, that's quite nice. The Sunburst Standard of Hexotl increases melee defense in 40 meters by 9. And missile resistance. So that's looking pretty good. Cascading Fire Cloak. I mean, that is quite nice. Could get a little Fire Cloak. Could get Inspiring Presence. I mean, there's a lot of good skills here. Obviously, we want to get Zlak at level 17. The largest Skeggi Dawn to be found anywhere. Zlak has served Lord Mazdamundi faithfully for almost 500 years. That's right. He switches out his mobility scooter for a fucking Skeggi Dawn. What a boss. Let's get harmonic convergence, because, well... Yeah. No, let's do that. Let's do that. And Cricket, you can... I think hitting things more often will be better for you, so let's get Blade Master, I think. Okay, so next thing to worry about is what's the next step? Now, we could head for Skeggi, which is an option. Obviously, leaving the Fallen Gates undefended is a bit of a problem, but I don't think there's much I can do about it. I could go down to Maku Peaks and resettle it. I think if I get the... Well, I mean, we could head up to the Ziggurat of Dawn. So maybe that's what we want to do. Okay, so let's... Let's send... Oh, in fact, I probably need to do this, don't I? Because I keep forgetting... I wish it would remember these settings. Allied factions, fastest. Enemy factions, fast. Neutral factions, fastest. There we go. Can you not really? I suppose you were literally just out of range of Fallen Gate anyway, so okay, fine. Okay, so we're going to head for the Ziggurat of Dawn. Now, Skeggi might have an army up. Now, they're going to be tougher to deal with than the Skaven were, because we can't just incinerate a lot of them, unfortunately. I mean, we can incinerate some of them, but not all of them. So I'll be research technology. Excellent. And we've got the Rite of Ferocity. A fragment of the lost plaque is found and hurried into Mazdamundi's hands. The Slan Mage Priest studies and learns that Chotek was an old one whose temper was as fierce as the fire he controlled, as hot as the sun itself. Of all the Slan, Mazdamundi is the fiercest, with a temper just like Chotek. On Mazdamundi's orders, the skink attendants prepare the way for fire and fury as he begins. The Rite of Ferocity. We've got the Tablet of Skinks. Excellent. So we can grab the Sequence of Skirmishing. Skink warriors are lightly armoured and best used for skirmish duties in battle. Missile damage plus 10% for skink units. That's going to take 7 turns. It's going to take quite a while. And the Rite of Ferocity. So we could actually do that now. That is going to increase our leadership within allied territory, recruitment cost reduction, recruit rank +1, recruit rank +3 for skink and chameleon skink units, and local recruitment capacity. So it's, I mean, we could do it. I just feel at the moment it's probably not in our best interest. I mean, we could potentially... Okay, now, one of the things I don't like about Steel Faith Overhaul is the way it just keeps mucking with your upkeep. So obviously we've got +5 upkeep for being in Battle March, apparently, which is a default. And we've got Garrisoned, which then reduces it. So currently we've got an overall reduction upkeep of 5%. But when we leave the settlement, it increases by 10%. So I have to try and... When you're I mean, it's not so much of a problem when you've got a lot of income, but when you're at this little level of income, early game, it's tricky to remember that you don't actually have that much income. It's just one of those things. We could get skink skirmishers. I'm kind of tempted to get them. Let's grab a skink skirmisher. In fact, we could get 2. We could get... Okay, if I get a Saurus, that's 230, 115, and 115. So I think I can afford another Saurus. I think. Let's go with that. We are going to get gold mine in a couple of turns as well. What I might do... I could upgrade... I could get 2 skink skirmishes. Maybe get rid of... Well, I quite like the skink cohort. Well, I mean, I'll get rid of them eventually, but they're fine for the moment. So that's going to be... Okay, let's get 2 skinks, and then I'll knock the skink building down and build it in the fallen gates, because it only needs to be a rank 3 building. That's my thinking. And then we'll move on to Ziggurat of Dawn. That's going to be too much, isn't it? Yes, yes it is. I could get rid of the skink cohorts. But we'll have a gold mine. Okay, what we're going to... Right, hop back in. Let's knock down that. We will rebuild it there. Or upgrade it there. What's that? 160. Can we get any more money buildings? That's what I want to know. I need more income. Okay, income generated 150. Oh, hello. There we go. The skink favelas, income 100. I mean, it's not... It's not amazeballs, but it's better than nothing, I guess. We could get the skink foraging camp, so that would give us more... I mean, it's not much more income. 300 compared to 150. But it will give us casualty replenishment rate, some garrison, and also some more technology to research. So I'm sort of erring on that one. The cold one nests would be nice to have, but I don't think it's urgent. What's the spec we can get? Oh, a blessed incubator. Minus 10% upkeep for Pterodon Riders, Cold One, Stegiodon, Bastillodon, and Carnosaur units. That sounds quite nice. And the Stellar Pyramid of the Southern Skies. Upon the southern horizon of Hexotl on the eve of the equinox, stellar pyramids will rise above the jungle canopy. Slam HP capacity +1, Winds of Magic, Lord Recruit rank, and research rates. So we definitely want those. Okay. We wait for the gold mine, then we move. That's our army. That's what we're going to have to use to deal with Skeggi. In fact, while we're here...
Do not greet me as a friend, nor are we foes, yet.
Do I want an aggression pact with you? I mean, you've kind of got my territory, and you're right next to me, Phil. Phil? Phil, can I call you Phil? Phil, you're kind of in my way. Yeah, you're definitely in my way. You've got the northern jungles of... So, I'm probably going to have to kill you. Sorry, buddy. I know, but, you know, sometimes these things happen. Public order isn't very good either. Iron Spike just got raised. I don't know by what. But I'm kind of okay with it. Okay, so we've got the gold mines. We do have a little bit of money. I'm not sure if it's enough. Okay, that's not great, but we can fix it by getting a skink forage. Well, yeah. I mean, the other option is his Temple of Quitelli, but... okay, let's get the skink foraging camp. That's going to give us a little bit of money. We get the Lizardman Plaza there as well. Let's do that. Okay, and we could get rid of one of these skinks. That would effectively... I mean, we're still losing a little bit of money. We're not losing much. Let's... In fact, what we can do is, because obviously we're losing income... Well, we have more upkeep for being in this battle march, apparently. So if we do this... That then fixes the problem. Okay, so we go. We just need to camp at the end of every turn, and we'll have more money, apparently, which is a thing. So we could go and grab the Ziggurat of Dawn, or we could try and kick the Norscans out of Skeggi. The only problem being... I don't know how many armies they've got. Okay, so we've got the skink foraging camp. So what tech can we get for that? Tablet of spawning, so that's recruitment cost reduction. And then we can get recruit rank for Saurus. Okay, so it's not, you know, it's not great. Oh, we need a scrying pool, I guess, to be able to... Okay, so yeah, so you can get up to here without the scrying pool. Then you need the scrying pool to get these next techs, and that kind of unlocks the way. And then you need a weapon crafter's commune for determining the great plan. Fair dues. Maybe we could do a little ambush. See if we can lure them. We sort of go like... They've got a full stack there. Yeah. Okay, that seems... Okay, let's do that. Let's see if we can lure them into an ambush. I mean, it could be a bad idea, but what the hell, eh? Wow, public order is freaking awful. Mostly thanks to this Skaven corruption and chaos corrupt. Oh, because they're in Skeggi. Yeah, right. Right. Fine. I mean, our garrison's pretty beefy, so I'm not overly concerned about that. If I get the insect breeder farm, is that going to be okay? That is going to... Okay, let's do that. Okay, let's do that. It's gonna... I mean, basically now we have we've got no money. We're bankrupt. Mazdamundi has spent all of the money. He has made it rain, and now there's nothing left in the vaults anymore. And if Skeggi kick the crap out of us, then obviously not the best. I can't take the Ziggurat of Dawn because I think we're in range of Skeggi, and as soon as I take it, they'll attack me. Okay, our ambush has been foiled. I'm not... I mean, I would prefer to draw them out. The only problem is, if we're out of our ambush stance, does that mean our upkeep increases? Well, upkeep might not be so much of a problem in a minute. That's a lot of marauders. Mazdamundi, have you got your burning head ready to go? I think we're going to need it. I'm not very proud of this, but I feel to win this battle, it's going to take a little corpse camping. Not corpse camping. It's going to take a little corner camping. That's the one. Only corpse I'll be camping is theirs. That worked. Headcanon. Mazdamundi has created an impenetrable field to stop us from being flanked. That's canon. That's canon now. We do have some marauders. We have been skirmishing with them, with our skinks, while the main army has been marching. They've been taking a bloody long time, so I kind of cut that out because it's boring to watch. So skinks are going to It's like the... It's like whenever the Marauder Horsemen are doing a little bit of skirmishing, the rest of the army holds back. I don't know why. Skinks just going to finish off these Marauders. Get them to run away, hopefully. I mean, that'll do it. Yep, off they go with 82 health left. And the Marauder Warriors now advancing. Doing a little bit of damage to them. It's not too bad. We're going to pull back. Their javelins are a lot better than ours. I think they've got more ammo for one. We're going to break. Pull back. Our Saurus are going to hold the line against these Marauders. In the centre we've got the Temple Guard and the Kroxagors behind them. And Mazdamundi in the rear there. Getting a lovely burning head there. Look at that. Fantastic stuff. Just carving its way through the Marauders. Even... Oh, if only it just tucked itself a little bit closer, but it didn't manage to incinerate our line, so, you know, I'll take that. Mazdamundi's killed 412 Marauders with one spell. Which is going to help us push the Marauders back, because it was looking a little bit dicey. I'll be honest. Thank God we have Mazdamundi. The enemy Lord. Currently in amongst a huge pile of Skinks, Kroxagor. And where's Cricket? Cricket, what are you doing? What are you do? What are you... You having a chat? Mate, what's wrong? Is this a training issue? Is this... We need some proaction here. Yep, do something. I think we need some sort of, you know, 4-step plan. So we're slowly grinding the Marauders down, although we are taking a lot of damage to do it. The Temple Guard, on the other hand, clearing up quite nicely. But they've got what the Saurus don't, and that's armour. Distillidon doing its job, just smashing through the enemy line. Our Skinks were trying to deal with the enemy hunters, javelins. However, turns out Skinks not very good at fighting. Who knew? However, we have broken the Marauder line. You can see their Marauder Chieftain is going to try and take on Mazdamundi. Cricket, once again, just hanging around not doing much. Mazdamundi's going to have to do it for him. Sorry, here he comes. Seeing their charge being attacked, the Saurus just swarm the bugger. And together they're all going to take him down. Most of the Marauders fleeing off into the distance. Unfortunately, we don't have any cavalry. We should really try and... If I could get some cavalry, that would really help. Really help chase down some of these units. As it is, it looks like most of the Marauders are going to get away. But at least we won the battle. Although, not sure about pushing on to Skeggi after this one. Well, that was pretty brutal, but we did still win. I'm definitely going to take the replenishment, because I bloody need it. Hopefully... he's probably going to be able to run away, isn't he? We got a Forbidden Rod. Okay. So, I mean, that went fairly well. What would be nice to have? Curse of the Midnight Wind is a nice little spell. It's a nice one to have. Reduces armor and melee attack. So let's go grab that one. Because that's an area effect as well. So that's quite nice. And Cricket. To give you Blade Master, just up your melee attack a little bit. I think could probably be a good idea. I think the Forbidden Rod is better than Power Stone. Because the Power Stone is one use. Oh, you know what? I haven't even looked at Mazdamundi's traits. So we get a minus 25% upkeep for Temple Guard and armor for them as well. And then for being Lord of the Solar City, we get diplomat relations minus 30 with most factions, because obviously we don't like the younger races very much. We got Winds of Magic increase, building cost reduction for Star Chamber, right cost reduction, and we also get an extra Slan Mage Priest if we want it. Skeggi's got quite a big garrison, and you are replenishing. You are probably going to run away, aren't you? Yeah.
Not a chance.
I don't think it's worth chasing him up. I mean, we could maybe... No, we can't do that either.
Madness! No!
If we attack, Skeggi will reinforce. I mean... Oh, he's got Marauder Champions. Those will chew my Saurus Warriors up. Easy. Oh, no problem. 36, 56 plus a lot of armor. We don't really have armor piercing, do we? I think only the yeah, only the Temple Guard really have it. If only we had some units to chase down. The problem is we just don't really have enough. I mean, we could... Let's back up. Let's encamp. We might be able to grab the Ziggurat of Dawn. Problem is, then Ragnar, the slasher, will probably attack. That's... I mean... It's going to be tough to overwhelm that army and the defences with what we have, which is not much. And we have no money. Which is not great. I mean, if we could grab... How much is the Ziggurat of Dawn going to cost to actually grab? 1,789. So I need about 700. And if I encamp, that's going to take a few turns. A few turns. I mean, maybe these guys will come back for another fight. Which, you know, we're now significantly more beaten up than we were. So that's good. Although, you know, Mazdamundi's ranking up. Curse the Midnight Wind, which is a nice debuff. 50 seconds of minus 38 melee attack is pretty punishing. I mean, it means most of these units would have no melee attack, which means they would be very unlikely to hit us, and so therefore very unlikely to do any damage, which, you know, increases our survivability and decreases theirs because they have less armor. So, okay, well, I'm going to have to mull that over, but that's going to have to wait until the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.